And you provided a lot of context that is the story about this generation that, we want to lump into. And I say we, really the media wants to lump into this image and say that somehow or another they're really that much different. And I always want to try to pull out analytics, because when this narrative was being advanced earlier this year, I was like, okay, let's see how much truth there really is. When people are buying real estate, who are these people historically? And then also, what circumstances result in people buying real estate? And there's one thing that I've really been paying close attention to over the past 10 to 15 years, and that is the family formation process. We know that one thing that's happened over the course of recent decades and really generations over the last three: one, life expectancies have been increasing. Two, the start of family formation, getting married, having kids,
Right.
is starting later in life.
A lot later.
Yeah, if you go back to, the 20s and 30s, it was not uncommon for people in their early 20s not only to be married but have families.
Sure.
That is not the norm these days. If you go back just about 10 years ago, the average age of a first-time married couple was around the age of 28. And commonly, they would have their first child around 29 or 30. And that typically, family formation is where people are looking to buy a home, to
Right.
settle down. Well, these days, and a lot of it appears to have been economic in nature, it makes perfect sense that if you don't have good full-time employment, you're not going to be buying a home.
We would hope not.
And it also makes sense that if you don't have good full-time employment, you're probably not going to be planning to get married, to have kids, and to settle down under economic distress.
Right.
So what actually seems to be occurring is that the age of first-time married couples is now around 33.